Hello, YouTube. It's Mr. Zero from Mr. Zero's Terror Ride. I'm out. I've been on a lot tonight watching a lot of various videos, and I see an advertisement come up that I had not seen before. And it shows um, one of the popular actors of today. I couldn't even place him because I'm like so out of the loop. And this is just another video talking about how out of the loop I am. But is it James Franco? They're doing genetic testing with apes. They make an ape smarter, and his name happens to be Caesar. And then, you know, this is an advertisement that was going to allow me to skip. And I'm like, nope, nope, hold on. Caesar, huh? What is this, some sort of remake of Planet of the Apes? Sure enough, it is. Sure enough, it is, folks. I must be slipping in my old age. Back when I was full geek and you know, had nothing going on in my life at all, I would have known all about this like months ago. Would have known about it months ago. Would have been on top of it. Planet of the Apes reboot. Ooh. And it does look, because this is Rise of the Planet of the Apes. And I'm a fan of the series. I've got the box set. After I bought the box set on DVD, I gave my father the VHS cassette of the first one that I had already bought because big fan of the Planet of the Apes series. My dad thanked me for it, but then told me I don't like the anti-religious overtones of it. But I mean, that's part of the reason why they're so brilliant. Yeah, some apes are more equal than others. Get your hands, such a brilliant film for being starring such a brilliant, you know, turns out I don't want to be like completely negative, but in many ways, I do believe our friend Charlton Heston could be a complete douche. But from my cold, dead hands, Mr. President, we're not trying to steal your guns. But that's beside the point. I don't even think he understands the irony, that man, when he did he was an ape who was showing he was dying, and in the Tim Burton Planet of the Apes, he's an ape that's dying, and he shows that the mankind created guns and how destructive they are. That's brilliance on Tim Burton's part. He got the leader of NRA to sit there and show man is evil because they have guns. Look what they create, you maniacs! That's brilliance on Tim Burton's part. I applaud him for that. That was, but no, my favorite of the box set of all the movies that were ever. I think it's called Conquest of the Planet of the Apes. And for some reason, I think that's a lot of people's favorite. It's the only one that's rated PG. All the rest of them are rated G. It's very dark, and it explains how the apes took over. Which in that one, the plot line is the some virus wiped out all domestic pets, cats and dogs, and so they used apes instead because they weren't affected. And then they realized, besides making good pets, you could train apes to do just about anything, and so they turned them into slaves. And Caesar, in a kind of weird infinity circle, the snake biting its own tail. He's from the future. He's an ape that can talk, and he starts sharing his talents with the other apes, and they all start taking over. He leads the rebellion. It's so great to see a whole bunch of apes running around with meat cleavers. Ah, great film. And so this rise of the Planet of the Apes just ooh, it gets I haven't seen a trailer for a movie in a while that's getting me going like this one. It's like, ooh, I can't wait. I can't wait. Because I really just love those Planet of the Apes movies. silly as they are with their silly little masks. But I've watched them so many times. But I just feel so dumb that I haven't heard about it till now. I'm slipping. I'm slipping. 10 years ago, I would have already been like, I would have already been looking for secret trailers. Not that I'm a hacker or anything. Not that I can get into access into things I'm not supposed to, but I'd be looking everywhere. That's the way I was with Tim Burton's Planet of the Apes. I knew all about it before it even came out when I saw it, and I didn't hate it. I liked the ending. The ending was very similar to the book. So that's how much I like it. I've read the book too. I'll ruin that for you too. Anyone who's watching, no spoiler. No, I'm not going to ruin anything. If you read the book, it's about a journalist who's traveling with some space travelers. They're going. I can't remember exactly the purpose of their mission, but anyway, things go awry. They end up crashing and landing on this planet, and the journalist is the only one who makes it out. And they find that the world's backwards. The humans are walking around naked and scavenging for food. They don't talk. The apes talk. They have technology and everything. And it turns out their technology is kind of limited because the apes merely ape what humans could do. They couldn't create new technologies. They could only go with what was already there. The reason why the movies weren't like this book is because they couldn't afford to create their weird little technologies that were human inspired but ape based and kind of backwards. But eventually, the journalist is able to escape. He gets on a spaceship and heads back to Earth. By the time he gets back to Earth, the apes have taken over Earth. And the whole story from the very beginning, it starts off the two space travelers find a message in a bottle that's floating out in space, and they read it, and it's the accounts of this journalist. And the one space traveler turns to the other space traveler and says, "What do you make of this?" And the other space traveler says, "Well, obviously this is a made-up story. I mean, humans that can talk. Of course, the space travelers are also both apes, but I loves me some Planet of the Apes, and I can't wait to see this. I'm really can't wait to see it. And communication. There's some geekness for you.